Hey everyone, my name is Biz and welcome to your 10th flowchart tutorial. And in this video, I would be talking about our last final topic, which is connectors. Now previously I had said that connectors in flowchart are used to connect one portion of the flowchart with another. So here in this example, I would be showing you that. Now if you look carefully, this is actually the same flowchart that we had done previously. What is this for? This flowchart is for finding the maximum out of two numbers. Now it might seem a bit complicated, but I did this to make you understand the concept of connectors. So let's see what it does and how it does. So at first I start and then I set the required variables to 0. I initialize them actually, and then I ask the user to enter two numbers. He enters, say A is 5 and B is 7. And then I check whether A is greater than B or not. Now if A is greater than B, if this condition satisfies, then where I go, I follow this yes path and I go and connect to C1. Okay, now when I connect to C1, then I have to check that what is inside this C1. I mean, this one part is connected to C1, so C1 must have another part, right? So C1 actually is a connector which connects between two portions of the flowchart. One portion is this, and now I have to check for the other portion. Now here I have drawn the other portion. So C1, from C1 you can go to this output box which says display A. So this basically means that if this is yes, then it will display A, and after doing that it will go to connector C2. So what C2 does, C2 is here, C2 simply stops the program because we need to stop, right? So if it's yes, through connector it will display A, and then it will go to C2, and through C2 it will stop. And now if this condition won't satisfy, then it will follow this no path, it will display B, and then it will go to C2, and through C2 it will stop. So as you can see that even with all these complications, the logic is the same. I'm finding the maximum out of two numbers. So this example, this complicated example was just there to demonstrate you the concept of connectors. So that's it guys, that's all I had to talk about flowcharts, and by now I hope that you yourself can develop different flowcharts to solve problems. So for closing comments, I would just like to say that practice flowcharts more and more, because the better you get in flowcharts and algorithms, it will be easier for you to understand any programming languages. And by any, I really mean it. If you know flowchart and algorithm well, then whether it's C, C++ or Java or even assembly language programs, they will seem easier to you, because these flowcharts, they are, or the algorithms, they are the fundamentals of any programming languages. They are how this, any algorithm or flowchart explains that how you can computerize any kind of a solution of a problem. Right. So if you understand how to computerize the solution, then it will be easier for you to code, because coding is just that. Coding is, if I write the code of this flowchart over here, then whether I write it in Java or C or C++ or any other language, the logic would be the same. I won't be searching for any other logic. So this is the logic. So learning flowchart or algorithm means you know the logic very well. So I would suggest you go practice more and more about flowcharts. You can practice many other problems like Armstrong number or leap year problem. So just look for them in Google and practice them. The more you practice, the better you get. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in some other videos some other day. See you. Peace.